So I want to show this is what the template looks like when it's just X fields. Okay.
Yeah.
So my template is just bare bones. Okay. And we have it this way so that you can learn from it and see what we're using as far as all of the Elementor elements. So if you click on Edit with Elementor, you can see all of these are Elementor elements. Okay. My favorite one to use is the HTML one because the text editor sometimes messes things up when you're trying to do things with the HTML. So I use the HTML editor quite a bit inside of these things. So for example, like this, if you look at this, you'll see the it's pulling an X field called Y-5. It's taking the location, the niches, and it has 100% width. Okay, to that. Okay, so this is already available. This template is if you go to go.ht/mp as a Mike Papa, that will give you this WP Vivid file, and you will be able to insert in our content. Now, I promise by I think Wednesday is when we are going to have the latest version of the WP Vivid file, and it'll have a few more of the fields, but it'll be primarily the same until this all settles, and then we'll make additional ones. Okay. Also, inside of your WP Vivid file, you have the export templates under Magic Page. If you click on here, you see the basic template, and you click on this, and it has a version of the this has changed a little bit. This was all HTML before. Now it's a visual editor. This is interesting. So I used to have just this. So something's new here. So we'll have to take a look at that. So this is the content that would build out a dynamic backlinks builder page. But we'll discuss that another time. But it's all in that WP Vivid file. So you'll have access to both. So let's go back. So again, the website is bare bones. There's nothing here but a bunch of X fields. We're going to go into my form. We're going to collect new entry. All right. And we're going to type in Jim's Plumbing. I don't know. I'm just guessing that there's a Jim's Plumbing and Heating. And this happens to be in New York. Okay. So there's the address. Here's their website. Okay. Now it's going to scrape their website if there's anything in there under description. It didn't seem like it does have any, so we'll have to do something for that. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is how many years experience do we have? Well, Jim's got 25 years of experience. His pricing starts at $40 to $500. His hours of operations, 8 a.m. 9 p.m. to Friday. We're going to expand this out, but this is just for schema right now. Okay. So Jim's got a logo, and we're going to just click on this.
I do like how you can load a PNG in and it converts it on your form automatically.
Yeah. So this is a JPEG. So it didn't have to convert, but it'll show you what it looks like here, and then you have the URL right below it. Okay. So then we have a logo icon. Okay. So this is some of the pre-work that you would have to do is to make sure you have like a logo icon, and this is right here now. Okay. Next thing is you want to set your mile radius for this area. Okay, this is going to create the actual towns and cities that'll be used further in the form, and also for other integrations. So once you've saved this, you won't have to redo it. Okay, so that's going to save there. We're going to go ahead and put in a phone number. I'll do 917. 555-1212. Okay. And what it does is it creates a text-only version down below. Okay.
I did like that update, by the way, because when the form first came out, you had to put the numbers in both, didn't you?
Yep. So,
So
we're
it's
going to
great.
go ahead and copy these adjectives. So think about it. Capable plumber, that's probably not a good one. Courtesy plumber, yep. Result-oriented plumber, talented plumber, maybe not. Reliable, team-minded, driven, probably not. Let's go in. We'll select another set, and we'll grab some of these. You won't need to do this eventually, but team-minded, we don't care about that. Highly trained, most recommended, affordable, um, personable, we don't care about. Tireless, conscientious, expert. Okay. So those are the adjectives, and then we can turn this off because we don't need that. And we'll put in plumber, and we'll put in plumbers, and we'll put in, oh, I'm just going to skip the plumbing because we're having a problem with the images with that. And then we'll have these are going to create some X fields, but we're not going to use them yet because we don't have this niching working. So we're just going to skip that. So next we have the primary keywords. So in this, I'm going to put stop leak, clogged drain, installation, and let's see, service, plumbing services. We'll just do. So you just need to have 4 to make those top headlines, and then we would expand these out. But this feature is not fully working yet. Okay. The description. I'm going to go to my copy here, so you'll see I have transparency going here, so I can kind of see at the same time. Oh wait, I have some more. Here's some more keywords that we can put in here. Right, and then description. Let me see if I have description. We'll grab this right here. Right. Instead of we're going to take this out and we'll put in X field. You won't have to remember X field company because we'll have the company field right here where you can just grab that. Right now, it's just not working quite yet. Summary of features. So I'm going to go back to my notepad and just grab a bunch of stuff here. So of course, Spintex is available to you. I just like to put it in as text in here, and then you'll see it. It's there. Okay, next is our benefits. So we've written some benefits ready for you. So we're just going to do this. And we're going to grab the next benefit. If I'm forgetting something, please interrupt me, Stephen.
I will. I don't think you are yet.
Okay. And so all of these things in here, this is obviously Spintex, but Xfield locality is an actual field that comes from the form. Okay, so you'll be able to grab that. Xfield company is something that's going to come and populate from the form. So if you need a list of those, they're all available through the Facebook group under files, and you'll be able to see them. So next is the auto CTAs. We're just going to grab these and paste them in here. And video URLs, we have those. Where did we put them? Oh, I'll tell you how I got the video URLs. Here's some watch URLs. Let me grab these down here. Here's some video URLs. There's a lot of them. Okay. This is one of the reasons why I like to have Menterprise on hand for the video URLs. So what I did for that is I did a search in here, and I said how to, and then hire a, I put plumbing. Okay. And then I went to videos and I just said, I'm going to scrape 40 of them. And it does such a great job. It shows you a little preview of them all, and you can import these, and then you get all these watch URLs. Okay. There's a little editing that you have to do to clear out the second part of these. So if you grab this here, I know this is kind of hard to see on here. I've gotten used to it. Anything after the ampersand, so ampersand has to be deleted. So they'll have to be the same length. So you see what I'm deleting down to the ampersand. This one has one here.
Daryl, was there any reason it's doing a weird overlay thing? Because
yeah, I haven't figured out why all of a sudden when
okay.
I did an update, it's doing this, but I actually like it
right.
for demoing. I can demo on the same screen as we're doing the work. So
that's cool. I was just making sure it wasn't an error at my end.
No, it's just it's a feature.
Cool feature.
Cleaning these up, and then you can paste them in as the URLs. You might want to watch them, especially if it's on your money site or any kind of site that you care a lot about. The whole idea, though, is to get the YouTube videos on your site, and to make sure that Google knows that you have a site, because having YouTube videos is a way to tell. So that's how you would have that, and you just paste them in. So I'll just grab these here, and we'll go ahead back to the form, and we'll just add more of these. We got a lot of YouTube videos in there. The lead generation form I grabbed from Lead Simplify. So let's see here. Hold on a second. Okay. Oops. There we go. There's our code for Lead Simplify.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to grab this and I will install this. I don't know if we have anybody watching anymore, but I'm doing my thing.
Yeah.
All right. So here's some text for the description bodies. So I'm just going to take, I'm going to clean this up a little bit because it has numbers on these, because I grabbed them from Menterprise.
Right.
So I'm just going to clean these up a little bit, and I haven't spent the time that you would normally take to break these up into sections. So I'm just going to copy and paste them. So I'm going to paste it here, and you hit the plus. You could do the headline and image, but that's not working yet. So we're just going to do another plus. And I'm going to take 2 paragraphs from here. Ideally, you would have a little bit more than that, depending on the template that you're trying to fill. And we're going to try to have this button float. So let me just add a few more. It's sort of a pain.
How many can you go up to?
As many as you want. Yeah, you can add as many. Yeah, we recommend at least 20, just because it gives you the most variety. I think that your templates have that many.
They do, and the plan with the templates we'll be releasing in the new year ones that will. With the things with the templates we're using of Mike's, they're great templates, but they've been designed with little upright boxes all the way across. So the plan with the whole setup is to have sections of up to 200 words in each section, and then you can add as little it'll be from left to right rather than little boxes. And so we're designing some templates, and we'll just keep adding and adding to that, and and doing new designs.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I'm going to repeat this one here with this one because I ran out of text, and then I'm going to do some Spintex ones as well. This is not perfectly written by any stretch. I just grabbed it for this demonstration. But if you go in here, we have, this is what I was showing you. It comes from Menterprise, and it already has everything in here. To add this, you would just go to the code and change it here. But we are going to be changing these as well, so that you'll have the ability to have just a plain box, because we want to be able to have those tokens. And you can't have the tokens with the what you see is what you get editor. So yeah, hopefully that will do. I like the tokens because it really allows you to it allows you to really move forward with an evergreen site, and what we plan to do in the future, that's going to come in really handy. So
yeah.
All right, I'm going to copy and paste some of these testimonials in here. We're going to do 2 more.
Now, anyone who's new to the form, Daryl, there is a list of all the current X fields with your form. If you go to the Facebook group, it's in there under the files. And I know as the form gets more items added to it, that'll be updated, and you'll be able to download the latest version. And it is just a case then of matching up the short codes to match onto the template you're working with.
Yep. So next, so we've filled out, these are the testimonials that you see here. So we only need 4 for the very first page for it to work. So we're just going to leave that as it is. Next is your SEO target URLs. So what I did for this is I have a bunch of .org sites for plumbing. So I went and did a filter on, I used the O scraper, I believe, and got a whole bunch of domains on my search. Yep. And however, you get a tool to do that. And then what I do is I got a text shaker, which is one of my favorite little tools. And I put them all in here. And then down here, you say keep lines that include .org. And then you click on lines, and it'll, because all of them have .org, it's fine. But then we could also say keep lines, just so you see how this works. I'm going to say keep lines that have the dash on in the end. And it all does because it has the HTTPS, right?
What's this site, Daryl?
It's textshaker.com. Textshaker.com.
Right. Is there a cost with using it, or is it free to
use?
Nope,
it's free. You just go to the home page and you'll have this box, and you have all these tools over the side. And
that's super cool.
Yeah, I use it a lot. All right, so next is hosted images. We're almost to the end here.
This is my favorite bit, the images.
Yep. So I'm
you've saved me hours and hours and hours of work. Seriously, to chuck in the images, and they resize themselves, right, so that they're not super big for loading. And then on top of that, it adds all the metadata in the background. I used to spend hours doing this to rank sites. Now, you just hop in and chuck your images in, it's done.
Yep, we'll show you what they look like here in a minute. All right, so as you see, it's taken the keywords and it's put it inside of the titles of the images for you. It's also put in metadata inside of each one. So I'll go in and put this into a tool. We use Jeffrey's metadata viewer. Here it is. Okay. Let's grab some more plumbing pictures. We're going to have a lot of plumbing pictures in my media library. All right. Let's just get rid of that repeater then. So we're importing those images, it's processing them, it's adding the coding to it, it's adding the different cities, it's adjusting the date that the picture was taken. It's here we go. It's labeling them, it's hosting them, it's doing everything for you.
Now, while you're doing that, a little while ago on Lead Gen Magic, we did an update, and some people who went through Mike's webinar, I'm going to reach out to them personally. I've noticed that for some reason the coupon code didn't get applied every month, so I'll be in contact with those people personally, and I will make sure that we get you re-signed back up again with the proper coupon code. So there's a couple of people I've noticed on the system. So I will address that accordingly and look after those people. So don't panic.
Cool. Oh, I like that. All right, I'm just adding some close-up shots. It works better if you are looking for things that are sort of in the center of the image. I put some computers in here too, because I figure that people are on their computer looking for the service. So I'm going to head and hit that in there and hit OK. Okay, so these are your wide images. I'll show what those look like in a second here once they get uploaded. And also these boxes, you can host your own images in AWS, and then put them in here. If you want to submit the form, then you'll have all the encoding. Then just clone the form by just resubmitting it, by taking all these images out, hosting I'll show you, there's a folder that you can download all of these images and then upload them to AWS. And then you can go and grab the AWS links and put them all in here and use your own on the form as well. So it's a little bit of a tricky scenario, but you can use our tool to optimize them and host them on AWS if you want to.
That's awesome, that is.
Oh. So this, some of these, it looks like not every single one is coming up. So I'll put in a point for this to be looked at, but I wonder if, yeah, see, here it is. So now it's working on this one.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't have a problem with that, because I mean it's okay that not every single image has it, but it would be good if it did. So we'll have somebody look at that. Next is, I love this part here. The icons, okay, right here. These are all PNGs, and they're 512 by 512, right? They're big PNGs. And if you click open on this, or you're going to add them, it says, do you want to add this image? It says you want to convert to JPEG. So yeah, if I do this, it'll encode all of this information into these little icons that you can put around your website. They load super fast, and then you have the encoding in them for your page. So it's really, really super powerful.
Yeah.
So if you take a look at this one here, and it just takes the background and makes it white, because JPEGs can't be transparent. There you go.
I love this stuff that it adds all the data for you. It's just so clever.
That one didn't. So we're having it sort of like every other one. So now it's here on this one. So,
Yeah.
but it has a local area nearby. It has the company name. It has their information. It has the keywords here, all of that. So it's good for ranking. So, all right, now that we've done everything, the only thing is if you have social media, you would put them in here. I'm just going to put a pound sign under 3 of them. So
Yeah.
I'm going to show you what it does, and we're going to hit submit. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Okay. All right. So you have some downloads here. So the first thing I want to show you is downloading those files. If you click on download files as JPEG, this one, or the zip, you go here, you'll see all of those images are all in here encoded. Okay. Provided that they got encoded. So now you can take these and host them onto your own if you want to do that, or even bring them into WordPress, but you'll lose the encoding on WordPress because it isn't compatible with that. So the reason why we get away with it is because we're using HTML to put it into the page, and it holds on the page that way. So, all right, so export to MPP. This is going to give you Jim's plumbing information. We're going to go to this empty site, which we showed to you a few minutes ago and maybe an hour ago. I'm not sure. No, just kidding. And we're going to go ahead and go to settings, go to import export, go to import export data. That's the 3rd tab over. And then click on import. And then the X fields and spin text shortcodes, the first 2. So it's the 3rd tab over, import data, and the top 2. Click on your upload folder area. And we're looking for, whoops, hold on a second. Okay, Jim's plumbing. And we're going to upload it. And we're going to overwrite. And look on the upper right corner for the super success button. Then you're just going to click on X fields, okay, or the home page, and you'll see that none of this stuff is showing, okay.
Yeah.
And there's some things that are showing, some things are not, okay. So that's because we have not set a location for Magic Page, okay. So there's a couple of things that you sometimes have to do. Is one, go into settings and permalinks. This is after you've done your WP Vivid export, and make sure you're on post name. Okay. Number 2 is you're going to want to go in and set your API key for Magic Page plugin. We haven't done that because this has already got it in there. Okay. Next, you're going to go into your location page that's already in WP Vivid, and you're going to have to go in and set your location. I think I have mine with 5 locations already. But you'll want to just I have a new system that I'm going to have in the next file, and it's going to have in the US it's going to have some data already in there with my stage data.
Right.
So we're just going to put in New York City, and I'm going to put in 400 miles, and I'll show you. So that gives us 172 cities because of the size cities that I put in here. Okay. So we're going to have an update. And I want to show you a few things. Okay. That has updated. All right. Now in the SEO settings, we don't have a Twitter handle, so we don't have that. But if you go to Simple Schema and you open up the Simple Schema Builder, we, on the WP Vivid file, we've added things like the price range. This is coming from my form. The description's coming from my form. The public email and the phone number is coming from my form. So all of that stuff is already set. The operating hours, we don't have a solution for this because of the way it's a drop-down. I'm going to talk to Mike about changing that so we can have a field that we can put them in here for schema. The same thing for the SEO links or the social media links. I want to be able to make those so that they work directly from the schema. So now this is a fairly optimized website. And let's just take a look at see what it looks like on the front end from the form. So there you go. We put in a couple keyboard things in there, okay? But you have your cities here. So Manhattan, you click on this, it takes you to the Manhattan page, and it takes a wide image here. It has a lead simplify form. Okay, it has some content in here. Okay, it has this video from one of our videos. It has those icons that have the powerful metadata. We didn't do all of the images, so some of the images are coming up like that. And then down at the bottom, we have 3 that I put the hashtag on. These are the ones that are showing up onto the template. It's taking the GMB location and putting it here. It's putting the hours of operation. It has a little call to action down here. It's taking the call to actions from the form. It's putting them into the page. Okay. And if you go to the About Us page, it has the content in there, a call to action. If you go to the Stop Leaks page, it won't have the information because we're working on this. This is that siloing that we were talking about. But you have these clog drains, installation. All of these keywords are in here and making pages out of those. Okay. And then we also have like the terms of service that you might want to check on this yourself, but this is a quick, I used a program that would make these. And so I use somebody else's program, but it has the website URL in here. It has the date that it came out, their company information, all of that, the cookie policy right there. And you've got your homepage, like we were saying before. It has your video on there, and it has your call to action buttons. It has more images, has the testimonials. Looks like there's an issue on this one for some reason. I didn't strip out the HTML out of it. So yeah, so that's the whole thing from end to end. And then you would just go in 30 days, you would go in and expand it and add more elements and build on it from there. So this is sort of the structure that you can build onto, and it gets you going really fast. Once you take that form and you import it in, it really sets you up really quickly. Okay.